The solo masterclass. I'm assuming you've all heard of it because it is a very prominent point of talking in the Fortnite community at the moment. For those of you living under a rock and somehow not knowing what this has been created by Destiny Jesus, who is an absolutely amazing coach, in combination with a bunch of other professional players and other tier 1 coaches. You may also know him from his divisional boot camps or the Fighting Masterclass, the FNTS Masterclass, the OG Trios Masterclass, and so much more. But Solo Masterclass was his first project and is widely most successful. It has gone so well for him, and that is because of the absolute accelerated improvement that it can set you on. But guys, before we get into things, quickly, Destiny Jesus does have an affiliate plan. This means that if you buy the product through my links below, I get a small commission of this back. This helps the channel out so much. I don't think you guys realize what projects we've been able to accomplish with the money that I've earned through this. Thank you guys so much. It helps the channel out a huge amount, and you will actually never realize how good it's been to me and helping me make my dream PC and so much else that's going to help me make even more content for you guys in the future. Thank you. So anyway, make sure to use those links if you are going to pick it up. Thanks so much. But why should you buy the Solo Masterclass? Well, today I'll be telling you exactly that, and then at the end, rating it on a bunch of different categories, such as things like price, how well it's done for people recently, and much more. Alright guys, so the Solo Masterclass 7.0 just dropped. I want to tell you about it. Let's get into it. Alright, now the videos are, I will read this out. DJ probably doesn't love it, but who cares? How Shark became the best solo player on EU. Early rotates plus priority equals play like Tayson. Reactive rotates explained. When to late rotate like an FNTS winner. Win conditions in solo explained. Best practice method for solos in Season 2. How to use the knee breaker like a goat. It's actually called the knee capper. Screw you, DJ. High flanks plus tier 1 refresh strats. 3 unique strats to win solo games. Practice endgames like a pro. Best warm-up method. Double pad meta with Pixie. How to master endgames. 5 pro solo tips for the new meta. And how Shark became the best fighter on EU. So we've got a good bit on Shark here. Hope you guys do know Shark. Absolute GOAT. I absolutely love Shark. One of the best up-and-comers on EU at the moment. He's extremely young, so we do need to show Shark some love. So we've got 14 lessons in here. All of these are going to be extremely, I cannot emphasize enough how important these lessons will be to your improvement in Chapter 6, Season 2. If you can watch these videos early and know all this stuff, you will, I can't guarantee you earnings, but I can guarantee that your placements will absolutely skyrocket. This is the best way to improve watching these videos. These practice methods they have in here are so good, and nearly nobody knows about it. So guys, make sure you buy the Solo Masterclass and watch those. Firstly though, my favourite feature of the Solo Masterclass, I think it has to be a lot of other people who own its favourite feature, is Secrets to Success. Secrets to Success is a thorough series of interviews from each region's top professional players, which aims at learning their secrets to success so you guys can do the same. This features Tayson, Epic Whale, Young Calculator, Jinx, Andalex, and 2 sessions with Destiny Jesus himself. These short sessions pack an absolute punch, and by short, I mean about 7 to 10 minutes of content, but it feels like you've just watched a 30-minute video, and even then, it would still be a video that's packed full of information. They give things like different routines, how they play Fortnite and juggle school at the same time, how they juggle sport, how they find teammates, how they play different game modes, strategies for different game modes, and so much more that I actually couldn't tell you guys because Destiny Jesus would get very mad at me. In DJ's session, he actually goes into depth about how you can become a tier 1 coach, which is so good. This is nearly never covered. I've actually nearly not seen a single YouTube video talking about Fortnite coaching and how you can get into it. Fortnite coaching is extremely lucrative to get into, so I think the lack of videos is definitely something that detriments a lot of younger coaches who don't really know how it works. Anyway, moving on, we have one of the other parts that I really love, Mainly the VODs. He has a bunch of these up in the side masterclass, but it's mainly the Inside the Minds that I really, really like. This is basically where Disney Jesus has a sit down conversation with pros and talks them through the VODs of their gameplay, seeing what they were thinking in different situations and how you can think the same things and apply those tips to your gameplay. It even has a subsection called Inside the Mind of Global Championships, which is a whole section dedicated to every video in the solo masterclass from Miro and Cooper, showing exactly how Cooper went from zero earned about a couple years ago to 500,000, or maybe I think it was $550,000 earned, and how Miro became the best controller player of all time. It has 7 lessons in it, and I think they're extremely important, since Cooper is one of the most mechanical players in the world, which is a trait that a lot of people do need to learn, especially IGLs like me, and Miro, who is one of the best control players of all time. Controller obviously being a large disadvantage, making Miro play a lot more like a higher ping player, or something like someone who doesn't have a great setup. These tips from Miro are really, really strong, and so are the ones from Cooper on how to get amazing mechanics like him, as Cooper was known for being the most mechanical player in the world a couple years ago, and still is one of, if not the most mechanical. Then we have another subsection of Inside the Minds, which is Learn from the Best. Again, this one is slightly older, but it's basically the section where the best pro players in the world give their inside secrets and strategies on how they place in solos, which is obviously the main game mode of the Solos Masterclass. However, something else I wanted to talk about is that a lot of the tips that are in the Solo Masterclass, especially the ones on the meta, can be very easily utilized in chapter 6 and in the game mode that we're in currently, which is trios. So it's definitely something that's really important. I think that this is the best masterclass that he's released for learning the meta because it's updated so much and because he has so many different tips. The most recent 3 videos were the best practice method for solos in Season 2, how to use the Name Breaker like an absolute GOAT, and mastering endgames in Season 2, which are all videos I've watched and think are extremely, extremely important. Now, I quickly want to talk about the price. For most people, the Solo Masterclass is quite cheap, coming in at only $30 USD, but I think $45 for me. So that is nearly $50 in AUD, which is my personal currency, which now that you think of it is quite a lot. That's nearly 3 Kobaks. However, I'm obviously a lot younger, so my sense of money is going to be a lot different to yours. But I would say that even if I was going to say that it is a lot of money, however, I do not think I don't think it is, mainly because I am actually quite privileged. But I honestly don't think it's a huge amount of money, especially for all the value you're getting, guys. You get so much value. I cannot even tell you how much you get. It's about 220 sessions, 22 sessions at the moment. But when it updates for Solo Masterclass 7.0, which is possibly where we will see a rise in price, I would not be surprised to see us cross the 250 mark. Probably not that much, but at least 240. It's a bit like what a lot of people talk about with PCs. Sure, the 5090 might be the best card at the moment. Most of you guys won't understand this, but yeah, of course, the 5090 is the best card at the moment. But if you think about it, it's nearly never going to have the best price to performance. This is like spending $1,000 on a masterclass that is not the solid masterclass by Destiny Jesus. Maybe it has more tips, more volume, or any of that stuff. There isn't one, but pretend there was. But this one is still the best because it is A, cheap, and B, has a huge amount of content for the price. Again, guys, I would not be surprised to see the price rise by a pretty substantial amount. So I urge you guys to get in now and buy the side masterclass. Make sure to use my links down below though. Sorry for that shameless plug. But then we come into the coaching sessions, part of the Solo Masterclass. This is again a thing I really, really like. This is basically where Destiny Jesus did a live coaching session with a bunch of these players. This is honestly probably my second favorite section after Secret Success. DJ did used to do quite a couple coaching sessions with the people in Noble practice scrims. I'm sure all of you NA kids know it. Maybe not some of you OCE kids from my place. Obviously, guys, there are 4 lessons in here, but I would argue they're some of the most important 4 lessons in all of the Solo Masterclass. The first lesson is how someone went from 1k earned to 20k earned in under a year, how Mars got 50 plus solo wins and inside the mind of that, how to get your first earnings in depth, and from 1k earned to globals in under a year. The 1k earned to globals in under a year is honestly my favorite one. I absolutely love this. So many different tips on different parts of really the entire idea of Fortnite, but I just love this part. It's got a lot of tips about how someone, well, I mean, I guess it's in the name, but 1k into globals in under a year is obviously a huge accomplishment. So we can already tell this is going to have a lot about how to find trios, how to find duos, roles, all of that sort of stuff. Favorite players, how you can VOD. It has honestly so much. I haven't had the time to sit down and watch all of it, but from the about 10 minutes I've watched, absolutely loved it. Very enjoyable. That is also one of the other talking points of the Silent Masterclass. It's actually very enjoyable to watch. This makes you a lot better at Fortnite. If you're actually being engaged and enjoying the video you're watching, it is going to help you apply these tips so much better than being absolutely bored to death like being in a lecture at a university. Alright guys, let's quickly give it some ratings. For price, I'm gonna have to go with an 8 or 9 out of 10. It's perfectly priced at what I believe is $30, so it's gonna be really great for your improvement while still being really cheap, which means we're moving on to the next category, improvement. Obviously, the improvement from this is gonna be immense. They have actually just dropped the 7.0 update, which I will actually go back now and talk about earlier in the video. Editor me here talking, so if it sounds a bit out of place, that's why he recently dropped 7.0 update today, and that has so much improvement in it that I want you guys to know about. So I hope you guys can buy it, utilize that 7.0 stuff, because there is so much stuff for the new meta and this season. And when Rocket Rams come back in a couple days, I think 4 or so days, this is going to be a great way to get ahead of the meta and know some strats to do with them, because I know there will definitely be some. Alright guys, but that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video so much. Guys, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and obviously buy the Solid Masterclass, and we will see you in the next video.